ॐ हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखं तत्त्वं पूसनपावृणु सत्यधर्मय दृष्टये. I welcome everybody to the Swadhyaya Jnana Yajna program by Academy of Yoga and Oriental Study, Bhubaneswar. This is a lecture series on Yoga Sutra by Dr. Indulata Das, Director, Academy of Yoga and Oriental Study, Bhubaneswar. I am Indulata Das. This is lecture number 2 of Yoga Sutra, and this is introduction number 2. Today we'll discuss date of Yoga Sutra or date of Patanjali, who is the author of Yoga Sutra. Now there is a great mistake committed by people who try to find out the date of Yoga Sutra and Patanjali. The greatest mistake committed. Time of Patanjali and time of Yoga Sutra are not the same. Why? Because Patanjali is not one, but Patanjalis are many. There are many Patanjalis. One of the Patanjalis is the author of Yoga Sutra. Many people, while discussing about Yoga Sutra, simply place Patanjali in 2nd century BC. This is the greatest mistake. One Patanjali is mistaken for another Patanjali. So the Patanjali of Yoga Sutra, the writer of Yoga Sutra, is placed in 22nd century because it is mistaken, and one Patanjali is mistaken as another Patanjali. How? There are 7 Patanjalis, at least 7 Patanjalis found by now. Professor Udayveer Shastri, he writes, there are 7 Patanjalis. Number 1 Patanjali is author of Yoga Sutra. Number 2 is author of Mahabhashya. Number 3 is writer of Nidan Sutra or Chandovichiti. Number 4 is writer of Paramartha Sara. Number 5 is the scholar of Sankhya. Number 6 is Patanjali related to Ayurveda, who is identified with Charaka. Number 7 is one who is writer of Kosha Grantha. This he writes in his book Sankhya Darshan Ka Itihas, page number 512. So there are at least 7 Patanjalis. When date of Patanjali is discussed, it should be specified which Patanjali is in reference. Not that the evidence of one Patanjali should be used to prove the date of another Patanjali. Patanjali, 2nd century BC. Here are the proofs that Patanjali belongs to 2nd century BC. Let us see what are the proofs and which Patanjali belongs to 2nd century BC. Number 1 proof is mention of Pushyamitra. Iha Pushyamitrang Jajayamaha. It is written in Mahabhashya. Mahabhashya is written by Patanjali, the grammarian. Iha Pushyamitrang Jajayama, that means we are performing Yajna for Pushyamitra. Pushyamitra, son of Agnimitra, was a king of Sunga dynasty and he belonged to 2nd century BC. So Pushyamitra belonged to 2nd century BC. He performed 2 sacrifices or yajnas as marks of victory over Buddhist kings. Patanjali has used present tense verb Jajayamaha. Patanjali, writer of Mahabhashya, has used present tense verb Jajayamaha. This proves that Pushyamitra was contemporary to Patanjali. Or maybe Patanjali is later to Pushyamitra, not before him. Number 2, another strong proof that Patanjali belonged to 2nd century BC, but this Patanjali is writer of Mahabhashya. This proof is that mention of Greek aggression is there in Mahabhashya. Arunat Javanah Saketam, that means the Greeks obstructed Saketa. Arunat Javana Madhyamikam, that means the Greeks obstructed Madhyamika. Saketa is another name of Ayodhya, and Madhyamika is also the name of a city which is near Chittor, which was near Chittor. This aggression was done by Menander, later known as Milinda. When he became Buddhist, he was known as Milinda. These men belong to 2nd century BC. Because of the mention of aggression of Greeks, this has to be either in 2nd century BC or later than 2nd century BC, can't be before 2nd century BC. So Mahabharata can't be before 2nd century BC. It has to be in 2nd century BC or after that. So this is the second proof, strong proof. So these two are historical facts. These are mentioned in Mahabhashya. Mahabhashya is a contemporary or later, or a book written later. Thus, Mahabhashya is placed in 2nd century BC. So, Patanjali, the author of Mahabhashya, is placed on 2nd century BC. Because of similarity of name Patanjali, the author of Yoga Sutra is confused with him. Thus, the date of Patanjali of Yoga Sutra is confused to be 2nd century BC. But Yoga Sutra was in existence centuries before that. Yoga Sutra was there much before 2nd century BC. Now proofs of date of Yoga Sutra, which is written by Patanjali. Date of Yoga Sutra has to be minimum 1000 BC or much prior to that. Now what are the proofs? Number 1, time of Mahabharata is at least 5th or 6th century BC. This is a known fact, and also we find it in many books, many authentic books. For example, in Sanskrit Sahitya Ka Itihas by Baldev Upadhyay, we find the date to be 5th or 6th century BC. It may be much earlier to this. Number 2, Yoga Sutra. Yoga, which means Yoga Sutra, is a system of philosophy, was perfectly established much before Mahabharata. So Mahabharata belonged to 5th or 6th century BC, and Yoga Sutra was perfectly established by this time. So Yoga Sutra has to be much prior to Mahabharata. That means much prior to 6th century or 5th century BC. Why? Number 1, Brahma Sutra mentioned in Mahabharata. What are the proofs? Number 1, Brahma Sutra, which is mentioned in Brahma Sutra is mentioned in Mahabharata. For example, in Gita is a part of Mahabharata. We find Brahma Sutra Padaischaiva Hetumadbhiri Vinishchitaihi. Brahma Sutra, here the word Brahma Sutra is clearly written. Then that means so Brahma Sutra is prior to Mahabharata. Brahma Sutra is prior to, it has to be prior to Mahabharata because the word Brahma Sutra, the book Brahma Sutra is clearly written in Gita. Yoga is yet prior to Brahma Sutra. Now Yoga is prior to Brahma Sutra. Brahma Sutra is prior to Mahabharata and Yoga is prior to Brahma Sutra. Because Yoga is mentioned in Brahma Sutra, etena yoga prajukta. Brahma Sutra says, while refuting Sankhya, it refutes yoga also. And says, etena yoga prajukta. The similarity of yoga and Sankhya is there. So by refuting Sankhya, it refutes yoga also. The word yoga means yoga darshana, the system of philosophy of yoga. We find this in Brahma Sutra. So Brahma Sutra, so Yoga Sutra was prior to Brahma Sutra, and Brahma Sutra is prior to Mahabharata. And Mahabharata belongs to 6th century or 5th century. That means Yoga Sutra is much prior to Mahabharata. Now, other examples. In Shanti Parva, we find direct mention of Sankhya and Yoga as two systems. Yoga Darshana has been clearly mentioned in Mahabharata, in Shanti Parva. Sankhya Yoga Maya Prokto Shastra Dvaya Nidarshanat Yadeva Shastram Sankhyoktang Yoga Darshanam Eva Tat. That means I have explained two Shastras, namely Sankhya and Yoga. The Shastra which is known as Sankhya is same as Yoga Darshan. Here, clearly the word Yoga Darshana has been used to mean the system of yoga. The book Yoga Sutra is also known as Yoga Darshana. Now other examples. Sankhya and Yogas are same. Sankhya Yoga Pruthak Bala Prapadanti Na Pandita Ekamapya Sthita Samyak Ubhayar Bindate Phalam. This is also in Gita, and Gita belongs to Mahabharata. The meaning of the shloka is ignorant people consider Sankhya and Yoga to be different, but wise people do not. If one is established perfectly in one, he gets the result of the two. Again, we find in Gita, Jat Sankhya प्राप्यते स्थानं तज्जोगेरपि गम्यते एकं सांख्यं च योगं च यः पश्यति स पश्यति. That means the place which one attains by practicing Sankhya attains the same place by practicing Yoga also. He who sees Sankhya and Yoga as one actually sees the truth. This is in Gita, and Gita belongs to Mahabharata. So there is clear mention of Sankhya and Yoga in Mahabharata. Yoga mentioned in Mahabharata, no doubt, is Patanjali's Yoga because of its identical similarity with Sankhya. No other yoga is metaphysically similar with Sankhya. The similarity of the 25 tattvas in Sankhya and Yoga. This is also clearly written in Skanda Purana. सांख्याख्या योगी की चान्या विभागं तत्र में शृणु चतुर्विंशति तत्वानि प्रधानादीनि संख्या अचेतनानि योज्यानि पुरुषः पंचविंशकः. In Sankhya and Yoga there are 24 tattvas like Prakriti and so on, which are unconscious. Purusha, the conscious one, is the 25th tattva. This metaphysics belong to Sankhya as well as Patanjali's Yoga. In Yoga Sutra, we find the mention of all these things. Therefore, both Sankhya and Yoga as two schools of two systems of philosophy were strongly established much before Mahabharata. Yoga described in Mahabharata is undoubtedly the Patanjali Yoga or the Yoga of Patanjali. Patanjali has to be much prior to Mahabharata. Time of Mahabharata is at least 5th or 6th century BC. Time of Yoga Sutra has to be at least 1000 BC or so. The time of Patanjali, the author of Yoga Sutra, is at least 1000 BC and never 200 BC. Thank you. Thank you for listening to this lecture. If you have any question or suggestions, you may write in the comment box. I shall be happy to answer your questions. Thank you again.